My mother, I never seen a store where you had to pay to get inside, and then when you pay to get inside, you gotta pay to get whatever you want. Miss, why I gotta pay to get inside the store? What type of shit is this? What's going on? Why I gotta pay to get in?
Where are you from?
I'm from Montana. In Montana, we don't gotta pay to get inside the store.
Welcome to New York.
What's New York? What's this about? Like, if I tap my card, is it gonna open? How you gotta pay to get inside the store? What? For my mother, I never seen a store where you had to pay to get inside, and then when you pay to get inside, you gotta pay to get whatever you want. Miss, why I gotta pay to get inside the store? What type of shit is this? What's going on? Why I gotta pay to get in?
Where are you from?
I'm from Montana.
Welcome
In Montana, we don't gotta pay to get inside the store.
to New York.
What's New York? What's this about? Like, if I tap my card, is it gonna open? How you gotta pay to get inside the store? What? For my mother, I never.
Alright, already. Shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I'm the brother, I'm one for down to Florida from the Cameron Province of Babylon. Come on, another quick hit to the Spirit Power by MILLSTONE. Lord went to edify and feed the sheep. Double honor said I was an apostle, great MILLSTONE, teacher and well. Peace and blessings to the brothers who pushing his work and truth and sincerity to the scattered abroad. And as you can see in the video, you had this Jake, man, completely confused on why he had to pay to get into the store. But seeing in this video, man, just shows you the technology that Esau is advancing. All right, it's moving rapidly, man. Okay, it's moving quickly. All right, well, you have it. I believe this looked like it was stationed within an airport. Okay, because you look at the back windows and whatnot. And the way how small it is. Okay. You have it where these little spaces like this, all right, it's already putting that technology, all right, within, their businesses, man. All right, companies, all right, whether it be, Whole Foods, whether it be grocery stores, whether it be a little convenient store up the street, man. All right, this technology that Esau is advancing, all right, and pushing throughout the world, okay, is moving quickly. All right, soon a lot of people are going to come to this reality check as this jig is right now to wondering why he got to pay to get into a store. You're not going to be able to have access, all right, to these stores soon, all right, without having that the M.O.T.B, man. Okay, that M to the O to the T to the B. If you don't have that the C hip, okay, you're not going to be able to enter any business, okay, any facility, okay, any grocery store. And that's what these devils are conditioning these people today. This is what you're seeing right now. Okay, and this is all going back to the scriptures, which is a part of prophecy, man. Because you would have it where this devil is going to come down having great wrath, all right, and showing his horns in these last times, man. All right, in these end times, man, where this devil is going to be, showing that he's not going to be, as his slogan, all right, what is it saying? Showing no mercy, show no mercy. He's going to be exercising that in these times much more. Okay, so this is just a beginning of that NWO being pushed. Okay, of that agenda being pushed. Okay, much more as we continue to go on, man. Okay, here in this wicked kingdom. So I'm gonna play this video back, and it says unreal, unreal. All right, and it's about to be real. Okay, it's about to get real. All right, here in America very much soon, man. Especially when you see how things are popping off. This place is through. All right, but I ain't gonna see too much. Go ahead and get into it.
Never seen a store where you had to pay to get inside, and then when you pay to get inside, you gotta pay to get whatever you want. Miss, why I gotta pay to get inside the store? What type of shit is this? What's going on? Why I gotta pay to get in?
Hey, and he said, why I gotta pay to get in? I gotta pay to get into the store, then I gotta pay, all right, for the things in the store. All right, and this is the craftiness of Esau Edom. Okay, this is the craftiness of these Edomites, man. All right, these are elite, higher banking families, all right, that's in control of what's going on. This is a part of their conditioning, man. Okay, this is a part of what they are doing to condition the people around what they want to bring, all right, according to that NWO. Okay, and this is a thing where this devil will utilize everything to his benefit, man. Okay, he will take everything and use it to his own advantage. Is what I'm looking for. Okay, he will utilize everything to his advantage. Okay, and that means just you entering and you leaving. Okay, or you being inside a facility. He will have it where you paying and you paying until your pocket's dry, man. Until you counting and depending on him. Okay, this system, the way it's set up, it's all jacked up. Excuse me. Okay, and this is what these devils want. All right, but I'm gonna grab these scriptures right quick, bring it out. Okay, because this is the times we're in, man. All right, just like you about that. Let me see. This is Revelations 12:12. Okay, I'm gonna get straight to the point. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe me and destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth but they have but a short time. Okay, so this devil knows that he has but a short time. All right, to bring out this NWO, bring out this M.O.T.B, and bring all these things that he's trying to bring according to his wicked, wicked society, man. Okay, he's trying to bring out everything he can because he's running out of time. All right, and what does that mean for you people who depend on him? It means that everything that this devil's been doing, and he's been trying to play it easy, he's gonna start coming down hard about it because he's running out of time. All right, these stores not allow you to get into it without paying, and you not being able to purchase certain things, and you not being able to eat certain things is going to be the least of your worries when this devil starts gunning these people down and getting straight busy, all right, throughout these streets, man. Okay, it's going to be very horrifying then when the ones you trusting in so much turn against you and show you their horns. Okay, and that's what this devil's about to do, truly. All right, just like you see with these riots that's been stirring up, all right, for the last few weeks now. Okay, it's about to get real here in America, man. He complaining. Well, I can't get in. Why I can't get in? Well, nigga, this is why. Okay, quite frankly, because you trust in this devil. Scripture says, never trust thy enemy. Now, if it was millions of people outside that store and they didn't have any funds to get in, they would not eat. You see, they would not be able to get any drink. Okay, anything. And what is that going to lead to? Chaos. What is going to lead from that? Death and destruction, man. All right, a lot of these American people, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who count on these devils, are going to be out here going on rampage, man. Okay, going to be real cold towards one another, as the scripture says, love of many going wax cold, because this is what this devil's going to do to draw you towards, all right, that M to the O to the T to the B, man. And he has a very funny way of doing things, a very crafty way of doing things, according to what, when you go in and get into, let me see. No, it's not it. It's Micah 2:1. It says, Micah 2:1, woe meaning instruction to them that devise iniquity. Okay, that wickedness, man, and work evil upon their beds. And these are something that these devils have, conjured up, and they done thought of, and came up these mastermind wicked plans, okay, to do while you asleep and while you kicking your feet up and you in your security. This is what Esau's doing. He's moving fast. All right, this devil's not joking around, man. Okay, soon you're not gonna be able to do anything here, all right, without leaning into having that C hip, man. And that's what he's conditioning the whole world right now, all right, with this advanced way of payment, all right, advanced way of digital currency, all that, man. It's all working into the benefit, all right, these devils' pockets and their mastermind plan. You see, it says, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. So this is because they have the power to do so right now, So because he has the power to do it right now, he's going to do it to his best of his ability, which he has that sword, which is his blessing and he's gonna do what he can, all right, to try to maintain his system or his kingdom, man. Like you said before, the scripture where it goes into it, because his time is short. Okay, Revelation 12:12. He's running out of time. And that's what's gonna make him come down harder. All right. So going back, no, that was the point. Just read it again. Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe, meaning destruction." Okay, death and destruction at that, to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Okay, and the scripture says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Okay, which is Esau, Edom is the wicked, man. Okay, for you new listeners. Now let's go ahead and grab this right here. Okay, going into Habakkuk 2:3, where it reads, it says, Habakkuk 2:3. Let's highlight that. I don't know why it's not highlighted. But it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." So these prophecies are not going to tarry, man. Okay, everything that has been given a certain period of time, okay, to happen, and it's in due season and purpose, it's going to happen, man, according to the will of YAHAWASHI. Okay, how the Lord set it up to happen, man. Okay, not on Esau's time, not on anybody else's time, but on the Lord's time, you see. And when it comes to these things popping off, and we're hearing about more so this CHIP, this is what's being projected onto to the world, man. Where you had Elon Musk, okay, when he came out with the Neuralink, these things was something that this devil was doing, okay, in the midst leading up to that time. Okay, let me see, reading some more. It says, "And not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." So, it's not going to tarry when it comes to these scriptures, man. Okay, it's not going to tarry when it comes to prophecy. Yes, though it seemed to delay a little bit, it's gonna still happen, man. Though it has a slight delay, its prophecy is still gonna come to pass. You see? All right. So let's go ahead and grab this. Let me see. And this is not nothing new, man. Okay. Matter of fact, let's just really grab this right here. Let's grab that Revelations 13 for the sake of time. Let me see. Yep. This is the book of Revelations. Where'd you get the point? Revelations 13, chapter 15, it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." And form of that is leading to what these people were not going to have access to food, water, shelter, because see, this devil is going to show his horns in the times we're coming into, man. More and more these days are going to get evil with this devil, man. He's going to start to show you that he's the wicked for sure. If you ain't believing that he's the wicked now, you're going to believe in that day. Okay, and if you not going to believe, you're going to still come to reality that this is a damn devil, man. Okay, because he's going to do whatever it takes to maintain, all right, those agendas and that his wicked kingdom. Okay, because once again, he's running out of time. All right, so he's going to try to bring in that it's an image of the beast, and he's going to bring in that NWO. He's going to bring in that martial law. He's going to bring more forth these things because the lack of time that he has to do this. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So he's gonna come down with it. You don't want to get along with this program, whatever they got going on, this NWO. Well, guess what? We're gonna find a way to get you up out of here. You got this devil Trump being in the seat, man. He's been having many ways of and conversations Okay, going into, bringing back execution. Okay, finding those execution methods. Okay, that they would rather use, for prisoners, but more so for criminals. And right now, you see where he's seeing that even on in-home criminals as a threat. You see, and what does that mean for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American? Okay, what does that mean for all these certain things that they can use to their advantage? Okay, the ball's in their court. The balls are in these devils' court, Esau, Edom. So they can switch this and turn this and flop it however they want to their advantage, man. But the point is that these devils going to come with it, okay? And you not having access to a simple airport, concession stand or whatever, or whatever, a little store. That's the least of worries, man. It shows you how faster this devil is not, messing around when it comes to moving into that, that agenda of his. All right. Verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's ultimately the goal this devil wants to get to. Okay, that's why you have Elon Musk with the Neuralink. All right, and that's why you have these certain things being pushed of that agenda. Okay, where everything is being shifted towards that NWO and that C-hip, man. Okay, because he wants to tag you. He wants to make you a product of this system. And ultimately, to do that, he has to do it in a crafty way, or in the wicked way, man. In which either way is going to be wicked. All right, but he's going to deceive many by trying to come in and in a nice smile, in a nice gentle way. Trying to get you with gifts. Get you with beguile you, and so to speak. That's what he's going to try to do. That's what the scriptures talk about, those miracles. All right, verse 14. He's going to come with those miracles. So he's going to try to get a bunch of people to, embrace it, normalize it. All right. But, hey, those who it's going to be meant for are going to take it. Okay. And they're going to perish with this place when those nukes drop. All right. But it says, verse 17, it says, in that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy, sell, save, none of those things that you see today that you were able to do, completely with no problem. You see, and just like this Jake walked into this problem, he was like, wait, well, I got to pay to get in. I got to pay the stuff. And shit, I got to pay to get out at this point. What's going on? What's going on? And that's going to be a very, very big question and a scare to many people. All right, is what's going on. For those that don't know, and you don't know, you're going to be caught already. You see? Because you don't know. And that's what Esau wants. He wants a bunch of simpletons. Okay? He wants a bunch of robots and a bunch of slaves. Okay? That's not going to question his authority. And see, that's what brothers ain't going for. Matter of fact, come back to that. Because what does the scripture tell us? I believe it's 11. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. And it says, lest sin should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, starting with the elders and apostles, MILLSTONE and down. Okay, brothers and sisters watching and learning. All right, and bring this word out. Okay, hey, I ain't gonna be caught up with this devil when he comes and bring these deceptions. All right, when he comes and bring these deceiving so-called miracles, man. Okay, you gonna be ignorant to it. The scripture says not to be ignorant, small or great. All right, roughly paraphrasing, man. Through the spirit and power by YAHAWASHI, we will already have the upper hand and seeing what far out of what this devil's already bringing, man. And this is what's gonna make these devils be terrified, man. Okay, because their whole objective is to get those All right, that's of YAHAWASHI's elect, man. Okay, and they're not going to be able to fool them. Okay, our brothers we be that elect. You see? So we're not going to be ignorant to what he's going to bring. All right? Through the Spirit powered by Shai. Now let's go back into that Revelations. Okay. And let's read that 17. We'll jump to the destruction and close it out, okay? Revelations 13 to 17, it says, in that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, and this is why it's going to be very detrimental to people, man. Because, see, everybody here is a consumer. Okay, everybody here is trusting in this devil. Okay, trusting in his system. You know, they got their whole life mapped around America, America, America. And not, more so of, those that are Israelites. Okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. And not more so towards YAHAWASHI, but, leaning into the oppressor. You see? So those who are count on this place are going to come into a brick wall, walking straight into a brick wall, blindfolded, man. Okay, ears open and blindfolded. That's what they're going to walk into. Just as you seen this Jake, like I said before, he can't, wrap his mind around why he got to pay to get into this store. Okay, and that's going to be millions and millions of people. Okay. Hey, if you ain't gonna have that, if you don't have that C-hip, you're not gonna be able to enter the stores. Okay, just like you seen it with the C-19, people didn't have those masks, or people that didn't have that serpent's juice, wasn't able to get into those stores, or if not, it wasn't able to get into it. They made it very, very difficult for those, okay, to get into those stores. But see, that was a test run. This is more so going to be that being more so a foreshadow to what this devil's going to really bring, and that's not going to be a thing where this devil is going to mess around with, man. He's going to be full throttle with it. You see, he's going to be full throttle. Okay, now getting to that, if you are caught up and you end up getting that C-hip, man, that M to the O to the T to the B, if you take it, man, you it's over. Okay, nothing but great destruction is going to come upon you, man. Okay, and that's the whole point of these lessons and the whole point of warning. All right, those, okay, that need to hear this word through the Spirit powered by Shai, because time is ticking, man, and this devil's going to come with it. It's going to be a time of an hour of temptation. The whole world's going to be tried, man. Okay, Revelations 3 and 10. So this thing is going to get, things are going to start speeding up a lot quicker. We already see that through the Spirit powered by Shai. The way these days are going by, weeks are going by, months are going by, even years. You see? But once again, it's going to get to a point where all these things are going to be fastly moving. Okay? And you don't want to be caught up when this devil brings these things upon everyone. All right? Let me see. Yep. And that's at verse 16 where it said, causeth all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see? And that's what he's going to come down having, man. He's going to be a lot of pressure on people, man. Okay, those that trust in this devil, it's going to put a lot of pressure on them. And those who already just said, you know what, we're all within agreements, they're going to just be destroyed anyway. Just fuel to the fire, as we're about to read in here. Revelations 14 and 9, and we'll close it out with this, okay? It says the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, which we just went over in Revelation 13, okay, which is that verse 16, okay, what's going to happen? It says verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWASHI MILLSTONE, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, meaning righteous anger. So 100% destruction of fire. Okay, all these things that the Lord's gonna bring upon you, you're gonna taste it 100%, as pure as form. Okay, you don't want no parts of that, man. Of that indignation, meaning righteous anger, man. The Lord is to be feared. YAHAWASHI MILLSTONE is to be feared. All right, read it on. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which that Lamb is going to YAHAWASHI. Okay. Those nuclear missiles hitting ground zero, man. Hey, it's gonna tear shit up. Okay, excuse me for my French. All right. And those things that people cared for so long, cared about for so long, and the careers, everything you build, everything here is going to be utterly destroyed, man. So it'll be all for nothing. Okay, and that's going to happen in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb, which is YAHAWASHI. You can call Jesus Christ, man. Which that's not the Lord's name. His name is YAHAWASHI. Okay, I mean he delivered. Okay, he delivered, man. So yeah, that was the point. Jake gonna realize this. Okay, down the line, man. These things are only gonna get much worse. All right, as these devil, speed up. Them coming down with that wrath. This is about to be everywhere very soon, man. All right. So with that, Lord, when this lesson was edifying to you, I came out to seek the Lord in true sincerity. Till next time I say, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom.